Hi everyone, I hope you're doing good. Just so you'll know, before that I get started, I'm not um, I'm not talking about this subject because I feel like that I've conquered it. I'm talking about it because I'm in the process of working on it and being able to do it better. And I thought, since I had looked some things up and was reading some things about this, I thought it might be something that would help you guys too, because I think it's something that we all have to deal with. And I think we deal with it on every level in our life. We deal with it with our friends, with our family, with our coworkers, and I think most of you all that have had a lot of experience with YouTube know that we deal with things like this on YouTube as well. Um, and the subject is getting over our hurts and being able to forgive those that do us wrong. And how do you respond to someone that hurts your feelings? You have to make a choice. Are you going to let it rob you of your joy? Are you going to let it rob you of your happiness? You know, it's easy to do. It's easy just to let our emotions run wild. And we know that it's, in many cases, that it's completely unfair. We have got unfair treatment. So how can you deal with it? You can either you can get mad, and you can play the same game they play, and you can talk about them, and you can say things back to give them a piece of your mind or whatever, or you can go to their back and do things, or we can forgive. In the Bible, in Luke 6:27 through 28, it tells us what we need to do when people hurt us. This is what it says. It says, love your enemies. Do good to those who hate you. Bless those who curse you, and pray for those who mistreat you. Now, that's probably not the first thing that you think of when somebody does you wrong. Because honestly, we could say, yes, we want God to bless them and we want to see them happy. But a lot of times, we don't want to see people happy. Our first emotion that we're going to feel is, when we get our feelings, when we get our feelings hurt, is that we want to lash back, and we want them to know that they've hurt us. We want them to, that we want them to give us an apology. We want them to be sorry, or we want to try to make them sorry for doing it. But the Bible tells us that if we will love our enemies, and we will do good to those who hate us, and we will pray for, we will bless those who curse us, and we will pray for those who mistreat us, that we will get blessed for it. And in Luke 6:35, he goes on to say this: love your enemies, do good to them, lend to them without expecting to get anything back. Then your reward will be great, and you will be the sons of the Most High, because He is kind to the ungrateful and to the wicked. So we know if we will do these things, even though we don't want to do them, we don't feel emotionally, we don't feel like doing it. If we'll do it anyway, if we'll just pray and we'll say, God, I'm not really feeling this. I don't feel, I feel hurt right now. I feel betrayed. I feel mad, but I still want you to bless these people. I still want you to give me the strength to forgive them. We will be blessed for it. Because in Romans 12:21 it says that we overcome good with evil. And it's absolutely the truth. If we will learn to do this, it would change our life completely. And I do emphasize we, because this is something that I struggle with. I struggle with when people do me wrong. I struggle with when people hurt me and they say things and they treat me badly with no reason. I'm not giving them any reason to. Sometimes we can understand if we do things and to people and they say things, but we don't do anything sometimes, and people seem like they just deliberately want to hurt us for no reason. And we have a reason to be hurt, but we have to take that and turn it around and try to um, and just pray for them. and ask God to help us with it. Ask God to forgive us for feeling bad feelings to them, and ask God to bless them. And there's a struggle that will be going on when you try to do this. You're gonna have a struggle. And even Jesus himself prayed, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. You know, they were wanting to crucify him, and he had never done any wrong to anyone. He still had to pray, forgive them because they know not what they do. You know, even more so, we're going to have to do that. And a lot of times people don't realize what they're doing. A lot of people, they're just hurting and they're just lashing out. They're just lashing out to anybody that they feel like they can inflict pain because they're hurting. And I've said this, and I will continue to say it. Hurting people hurt other people. And when you see people going about hurting people all the time and trying to cause pain to other people, it's because they're hurting. There is something missing in their life that will make them do these things. So we just have to know that. We just have to forgive them. We have to pray for them that, you know, God will fill their heart and take their hurt away, take the pain that they're feeling away, and fill it with love and fill it with goodness. And if we do these things, even though we don't feel like it, even though it's going against everything, and we got this war going on in our mind of whether, not wanting to do it, but we do it if we're in a struggle. But the Bible says in Luke 6:35, if we will do these things, that our recompense or our reward will be great. It will be or rich. It will be strong. It will be intense. It will be abundant. And you will be the sons of the Most High. God tells us we'll receive a reward. So God tells us that we will receive a reward if we do this. There's a saying that I like that a minister that I listen to quite often, and he says that we will get double for our trouble. So that's just what we got to keep in mind. When somebody causes us trouble, if we will take this route and we'll just pray for them, and we will ask God to to forgive them, we'll ask God to forgive them, and we will ask God to bless them, we'll get double for our trouble. Because I believe right always wins out. And you don't wish bad things to happen. I mean, initially you might think it, but you just got to get those thoughts out of your head. You got to move on with your life. You can't, they're going to win if you just disrupt your whole life getting upset over the things that they've done to you. So we have to decide what we're going to do. We can either, as I've said in other videos, and I use this phrase a lot, we can either get bitter or we can get better. We can learn from it, we can forgive, and we can move on, or we can just stay there and let that bitterness eat us up. But I have challenged myself today, and I challenge you as well. For the hurts that you've had, maybe from the past, maybe 20 years ago, maybe it was yesterday, ask God to forgive them for what they've done to you, and pray for them that they'll get blessed. And then your reward will be great. God will bless you in abundance because you have done what He has asked you to do. And you will get double for your trouble. So thanks so much for watching, guys, and I hope that you all have a wonderful and a blessed day. I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.